Oh my goodness. Look at this rain. Welcome everyone. It is Tuesday night Wallaby Racing League action, and it is going to be a wet and wild one by the looks of this. We are at Zandvoort. The Tier 2 boys are about to strut their stuff on this wild and wet track. This is going to be interesting. Cheers, Magic. G'day, chat. How are we all tonight? Feel free to come into the chat, say hello, give us a few predictions, whatever you like. Redeem some points and see some laps, whatever you want. I'm excited to bring this one to you guys as a bit of an emergency comms tonight. I'm the last one standing. But luckily, we'll be able to bring this action to you tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. So, we've got a few reserves in tonight. Only a 19-car grid. Who we've got? So we've got a couple of reserves. Oscar Piastri Goat, I should say, reserving in the Aston Martin. We've got Rapid Mickey making his first appearance for the season in the McLaren, and Franz in the Sauber. Apart from that, go on a lap of Zandvoort with Carl Finitza, unless he just screwed that up, but let me just bring up all the bells and whistles we're going to need. Let's see what Carl can do, and it is full wet conditions. Let's go on board with Carl. Let me know if the volume's all good as well, especially while we're in this POV. Sometimes the volume can be quite loud, but if it's all good, we'll continue on. Dolphy Comms equals Magic win. That does seem to be the case quite often, Magic, so hopefully I can be a bit of a good luck charm for you, mate. As Dale Beveridge sets a 21.3 to get us underway. Shifty 2 seconds off that. Yeah, a bit of a hairy opening lap for these guys in these conditions. As Carl sets a 23.2 to go to P3. Got the Williams in P2 and 3. Good to see. Dale Beveridge straight on the money in the first lap. Oscar Piastri goes straight to P2, coming off a podium, reserving last week. Looking to back that up again. Yuki Bear, P3. Who else can we go on board with? Let's have a look at JTM. He's about halfway around the track, so let's see how he goes. Probably hasn't been the greatest season for JTM in Wallaby so far. See what he can do in the red machine. He's going to have to go again. It's a 32.9. Probably not the opening lap he was looking for. Mason Racing's on the Inters, interestingly enough, as Oz Gokhan goes to the top with a 120.8. And Mason goes to P6 on the Inters. So that's interesting. So let's have a look at the tyres. I think everyone's initially gone out on the wets, but we might be switching to Inters now, perhaps. Might not be as wet as when we started. We've got 2 cars still set to put a lap in. Let's go on board with Franz. Reserving in the Sauber tonight. What kind of lap can he put in? It's going to be a 1:25.5. Go to P17. We'll go to Uffenhoff. He's just started a lap, I believe. Yep, so we'll go on a lap with Uff. The only driver yet to set a time so far. And then after this, we'll have a look. We'll have a look and see where the standings are at. This is the third last round of the season. So we're really at the pointy end of the season at this stage. And I can tell you, it is a very, very close title battle. But we'll just see what Uffenhoff can do on this lap as Dale Beveridge goes even quicker now on a 120.6. Still on the wets too, Bevs, in this with that time. It's interesting. Wonder if the wets are still the better tyre. We'll have a bit of an indication with Uffenhoff. What can he do? He goes to P8 with a 22.0. Not too bad.
Thank you for your patronage.
Alright, we'll just cross to another car and then we'll bring up where we sit in the standings at the moment. So there we go. That's the T2 standings as of right now. So as we can see, it's a very, very tight championship battle between Bevs and Kirsch. Just 7 points between the two of them. Bevs taking the championship lead last week. It's really just between the two of them for the championship. Everyone else is a bit of a way off. We've got Carl Panitzer in P3. Shifty Wizard moved up to P4 last week with a great showing. Got the two RBs, Oz Gokhan and Magic Shot, 5th and 6th. Kahoot, unfortunately not here tonight, but he's been racing real well lately. A couple of podiums, but unfortunately he won't be scoring any points tonight. We've got Yuki Bear. And then we've got a bit of a gap back to Techie and Formula Fish to round out the top 10. As Dido goes to P4 with a 20.8. Over in the Constructors, well, RB, they've got a bit of a commanding lead at this point in the season. I'm not a mathematician, but I'd say there could be a chance that they could wrap up the title tonight. I'm not going to try and add it up because I can't. I'm not that good. But we've got a good battle on between second and third, but Mercedes and Red Bull just 2 points apart. Fortunately, Williams dropping back to P4 and Haas rounding out the top 5. So there we go. That's where we sit in the season, as I said, on the third last round. Thank you for the follow, Nutri. Apologies if I just butchered that, but thanks, my man. Welcome to Wallaby. Good to have you. Hope you enjoy the show tonight. As Uffenhoff goes the fastest now, the 20.0, so the track is drying out. The Inters look like the better tyre now. But Mercedes in second and third as well on the Inters. Techie's gone to P4. So Inter's clearly the better tyre now as Zerving sets the fastest to the 19.9, the first driver into the 19s tonight. Yuki Bear now goes even half a second quicker than that with a 19.4. Mushy Peas is going into the pits. Mercedes has gone into the pits. We've got Oz Gokhan with a 19.7 to go to P2. The track is speeding up, that's for sure. Alright, we've got a Haas on our lap. Whether he's just starting on lap. Techie's gone to P2 now, the 19.7. Carl Finitza, what can he do? Not up to, he's still on the wet tyres, sets a 21.4 to go to P12. Magic shot in the chat, we can't tonight. Actually, maybe? Have to do calcs after. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I can't calculate it either. Let's just go with maybe. Zerving's now with a 19.1. Bev's now into the 18s. 18.1, a second faster. Oh my god, Bev's. Bev's is on it tonight. As we saw before, he has a 7-point championship lead over Kirsch. And that's going to be mighty hard to beat for pole tonight. Oscar Piastri Goat has invalidated. Formula Fish doing pretty nicely in P8, the Fish. Got yellow flags, there might just be a bit of slower cars letting some guys through, but we're on board with the Fish. He's doing pretty well this season. I think he's even surprised himself. Sort of sitting mid-table, I think, maybe a bit better than that. Yeah, P10. P10 in the standing, so pretty much bang on mid-table. And he's nearly a second up. So, probably not going to challenge for pole, but he could be looking at a top 3 with this lap. If he can get through this last section, it can be a tricky last corner as Yuki bears into the 17s now. Formula Fish goes to P4 with an 18.7 just behind his teammates. Magic now, 17.4. Half a second quicker than Yuki. Good lord. Dale Babs nearly half a second up. That graphic was correct. We'll stay with Bebs, or the Footman, as Skillsy loves to call him. Fortunately, Skillsy not here in comms tonight because he is over commentating OFI with the great George Morgan. So we wish Skillsy well. Hope you kill it, brother. I'm yeah, really happy for you that you've got that opportunity, mate, and hope it goes well. I'll hold the fort for you tonight, and hopefully we can see you back next week, or hear you back next week. As the Footman now goes to pole with a 17.1. This quali is absolutely fire. Mushy Peas, no, he's not on. Challenging lap at the moment. Techie in the Willy. What can he do? We've still got 3 minutes to go, so enough time for the guys to come in, maybe change tyres and have another run at it. As Techie bails out of that one. Toppy in the Red Bull. Not going to beat his previous time. He's might have just been an out lap. That one he's going to go again. Kirsch down in P15, surprisingly, at the moment. Like we saw before, P2 in the championship. He was leading the championship for most of the season until the Footman passed him last week. So he's going to want to bounce back and challenge him, but he's not doing that so far in P15, though he's 8 tenths up on his current lap, best lap. Up the JTM, yeah, up to P3 for JTM. Great lap for him, a 17.6. Still half a second off pole. But a really solid lap for JTM. Is Kirsch coming up to a bit of traffic. He might get a little bit of a slipstream from that Red Bull. Hopefully it doesn't get in his way. He's 2.2 seconds up. So he's looking at a top five lap here. He's not going to want to be any lower than that, really. Won't want to bury himself too far down the pack as we start. In fact, he goes to pole with a 17.0. That's the kind of lap he needed. He goes to the top, right in front of his championship rival. Full quali? Nah, mate. Just short quali. So we've only got 2 minutes to go before we decide who is going to be on pole. Full quali just takes too long. There's not really a lot you can get out of doing a full quali. Short and sweet. So I think everyone are going to be on their last lap. We're into the final minute. Got a couple of cars in the pit, so they're actually quite a few. Oh, Dito's in the pit, so he's done. JTM is done. Can anyone beat Kirsch's 17.0? That is a rapid lap. Tier 1 pace, might I say, just quietly. Could be where we see him next season if he decides to race on. But it's still a while off yet, and he is currently pole in Tier 2 Zandvoort. As Uffenhof, what can he do? Not going to be any good on that lap. He's going to have to go again. He got the time to do it, he just made it. Mushy Peas. P6, Mushy Peas. So that's a great position for him as Dito's finished. We've got a Kick Sauber about to finish a lap. Franz, he improves to P4 with a 17.5. Next up, we've got a Mercedes with Zervinks. And there's a McLaren right behind him. So what can Zervinks do? Currently P6. Can he improve on that? I think he will. And yes, he does. He goes to P3 with a 17.2. Formula Fish to P4 as well. Got, not sure who that is, finishing. Oz Gokhan with a 16.9. The first driver to the 16s. He's beaten Kirsch. Kirsch is on a lap. In fact, we'll go with Kirsch. He's 7/10 up. That's correct. Bebs is still on a lap as well as Kirsch 16.0. Oh my god, he's beaten Oz Gokhan, but nearly a second as Yuki Bear's up in P2 as well. The footman Bevs, what can he do? Can he go any better than that? No, he can't. He's buried back into the pack a little. I think it might have been P6, P8. P8 for Bevs. Well, that certainly makes things interesting. So there we go. Kirsch is on pole. Exactly where he needed to be. Oscar Piastri Goat, Yuki Bear, Magic Shot, Oz Gokhan, Mason Racing, Techie, Bevs, Shifty Wizard, and Zervinks is your top 10. Carl Fanitza, Mushy Peas, Formula Fish, Rapid Mickey, Uffenhoof, Franz, JTM, Dito, and Top. We'll anchor the grid. We'll just grab some screenshots very, very quickly. Beautiful. Okay, so Kirsch has put himself in exactly the position he needs to be. And look at this. Look at pit lane. Not a drop of rain in sight. Not a cloud in the sky. Looks like we've got a dry race. So the wet weather certainly would have mixed up the grid a bit. So the dry conditions is going to be a very interesting start. But for those playing at home, we need to watch Kirsch and Bevs tonight. There's still 2 rounds after this, so plenty more can still happen. But either one can really go a long way into putting one hand on the trophy if the other falters. All right, here we go. 5 lights. And the Zandvoort Grand Prix is underway. Pretty good. Oh, we got a Red Bull, an RB on. There's an end plate gone flying as well. Dito's 10-second penalty already. Collision with France. That's not a good start for the Haas man. Apart from that, it's a fairly clean first section. Kirsch leads the way ahead of Oscar Piastri goat Yuki Bear. Magic shot in P4. I think he was the car that went a little wide earlier. Might have been Oz Go-Kart actually. He's buried back in the pack. Techie. Dale Beveridge, Mason, Shifty, Zervix, Carl is your top 10 on this opening lap. Can be a tricky circuit this one, but the boys are racing bumper to bumper as we speak. There's a little bit of a gap back to Magic, but this top 3 not going anywhere. As Kirsch will lead us over the line for the first lap. On mediums, actually, that's a good indicator. Look at the tyres. It's pretty mixed between softs and mediums all the way down the grid. We've got Kirsch on mediums, the 2 behind him on softs, so they're going to be challenging him very early on. Kirsch doing really well to hold them out. It is a very tough track to overtake. When it's true, yes, we can do that as well. My bad, there we go. So Kirsch, if he can hold these soft tyres behind him out, he's going to go a long way into setting himself up for this race. Bit of a gap between 6th and 7th, so we've got a top 6 front pack. Yuki Bear makes the dive down the inside, gets up to P2. We've got a yellow flag in the back. It looks like it's Formula Fish. Formula Fish has had a moment. We'll go back to this battle at the front. There is your possible race strategies. If you're starting on the soft tyre, softs to medium, softs to hards. As Oscar Piastri goat is in already. Did he get damage? No, he's just straight onto the hards. That's an interesting play. Got Formula Fish in the pits as well. Back in the pack a little bit here. We've got a virtual safety car. That neutralises the start a little bit, unless that's a glitch on our end, which, knowing this game, is probably likely. The boys are still driving pretty fast, so let's go with the glitch. Formula Fish drive-through penalty speeding on the VSO. It was a VSC. Unfortunately, Formula Fish just goes from bad to worse for him. Unfortunately. Whoa! Oh my god. What just happened? We've got a car out. Zervix is out. Is that going to be a safety car? Yes, it is. It's a safety car. Zervix. I'm not sure what happened there. There was battling wheel to wheel and he's gone into the wall. I didn't see whose fault that was, but well, that's huge for Formula Fish. Actually, no, he can't serve his drive-through under safety car, can he? So not so much. Left for Dead will be spewing at that one. One of his cars is out only on lap 4. Let's look at where we are at the moment, where position changes. Kirsch is still leading. We've got Yuki Bear, upper spot, Magic upper shot, Bivs up 4 positions from his starting P8. Techie's up a couple, Shifty Wizard up 3. Mason and Oz Gokhan lost a few, so I think he was the one on the opening lap that went a little bit wide and lost some positions. Great start for Uffenhof and JTM further down the pack, up 5 and 6 spots, top up 6 positions as well. So obviously the biggest losers in that start has been Oscar Piastri down 12 positions. Carl's and Formula Fisher's lost a few as well, but then we have unfortunately lost Irvings early in this race. I wonder if anyone will pit. It's probably a bit early, but the soft runners could choose to pit if they wanted to. Maybe some of these guys at the back probably lose too much position if you're at the front, but you never know. Let's see what they do. Yuki Bear will stay out. I don't think there's anyone going in at this point. No, probably a little bit early. But it's giving a chance for Dito to catch right up after that shocking start from him. He's on the hard tyres, so he's going to be able to probably go to the end on those tyres, really. The hard tyres are pretty durable. Oscar Piastri pitted for hards as well. Oh, Brodster's in the chat. Go, mate. Supporting his RB team principal. Doing pretty nicely up in P3 is Magic Shot. So far so good for the good luck charm of Neon Comms and Magic doing well in races. Still got that intact. Jet in chat, let's go Shifty. Zip supporting his Haas driver. I do love that. I do love it when team principals, they don't just follow their own races, they come into their team's races and give them some support. Always good to see. Alright, so this safety car's in actually while I was chatting. So this is going to be the restart. Kirsch will lead the way, and he has pulled the trigger now. Left it really late, and the guys behind him a little bit napping. There's a half a second gap already back to Yuki, so pretty good start for Kirsch. This new smoke update the game has apparently put in. We had smoke before, but apparently it's worse, so hopefully the guys don't get blinded by that smoke tonight. Yuki Bear has closed the gap back up to Kirsch now with just 3/10. Position changes in the midfield as JTM and Mushy P's, a little bit of contact there. JTM moving up into P9, Mushy P's in P10. We got Uffenhof on the back of him now. I do love that helicopter shot. Wish we had that more. Need more. Oh, his top's gone into the wall. And another wall. That's 2 walls he's hit. And he's got no wing. Fortunately, he's gone way back and he's going to have to pit for a new nose. His nose looks worse than Brad Pitt in Fight Club. And it's a virtual safety car once again. A couple of Carl's in the pits as well. What's he doing? New nose for Carl also. Fresh set of meds. Top will change his nose also onto a fresh set of meds for him as well. So we still got, what, 29 laps? So you're not going to get to the end on meds. Tyre wear here is not great. So I'd say they're going to have to pit again at some point. We're back on the green racing, and Kirsch has left Yuki Bear for dead. Already 8 tenths ahead of him, so it's a great restart from Kirsch. Yuki Bear with DRS on Kirsch. Can he might be a little too far back to make a move into turn 1. Yeah, just too far back. Not much he could have done there. Bit of a gap back to the footman in P3 as Formula Fish, another 10-second penalty. Fish, what are you doing, mate? He's gone in to serve his drive-through and he's got another 10-second penalty for his troubles. We'll head back a little bit further back in the pack just to give these guys a little bit of screen time. Why not? Yuki Bear is challenging Kirsch. He's now put that gap back to 3 tenths. We're on board with Mason Racing. Doing quite well in Tier 2. Not one of the fastest, but doing quite well in this race in P6. Finished quite well last week as well. So getting a few results is Mason in the latter parts of the season. A real DRS train forming in the middle here, so probably from Bev's magic shot is just inside the DRS as Yuki Bear's made the move into P1 down the straight on with that DRS. And Yuki Bear is our new race leader. He is on soft tyres though, of course, so I'll probably expect him to come into the pits in probably a few laps time. I don't think the softs last too long. So he's going to be on a different strategy to Kirsch. So it's going to be interesting to see what Yuki does, whether he goes to the hard tyres after this, or how long. Probably depends how long you can stretch these softs to. But Kirsch is sticking with him for now, though now out to a half second. So Yuki Bear is going to be trying to stretch that gap, get as much gap as he possibly can while he's on the softs. So Kirsch is staying with him quite well, and he's going to have DRS up the straight. And we've got a yellow flag in the back. It's Toppy again. Not having a good night of it is Toppy. DRS in action for Kirsch. He's going to run out of room. Yeah, he doesn't quite have enough track there. Let's go back into the grid here. We've got Oz Gokhan alongside Shifty Whizzer. Wheel-to-wheel action, and he gets the move done. That's very, very nice racing from Oz Gokhan there. Look at that smoke. That's got to be slightly distracting. A good move from the RB man up into P7. In this 4-car battle pack. Between Mason, Oz Gokhan, Shifty and JTM on the back. Formula Fish has joined. Oh, sorry mate, I missed you dropping out there. Good to see you back. Just stick with this for now because this is quite a close battle. Yuki Bear and Kirsch are probably going to be on hammer and tongs for a while. Although, what do you reckon, chat? How long are these softs going to last? When will we see the first pit as Kirsch takes back the lead, as we just saw that up ahead? Kirsch back in front. Got yellow flags. Looks like it's an Aston Martin in the backfield. Mushy Peas had a bit of a Kylie Minogue moment, spinning around, I think. He's on softs as well, so he hasn't really made those softs work for him, unfortunately. Two hard runners. Nose to rear in 13th and 14th. So they're pretty well set up for the rest of this race, I think. So they won't. I don't think they'll have to pit if they don't want to, unless we get a safety car a bit later on. As Toppy is in the pits again, he's going to get lapped already. We're only on lap 11, and already he's about to go a lap down. He gets out of the pits just in time, but he's probably going to be showing the blue flags pretty soon. Yeah, it's not a great race for Top. Going a lap down on lap 12. Dito, yeah, good, in a good spot. Like I said before, on the hards in P13. I don't think he'll have to pit again if he doesn't need to. But this battling between Kirsch and Yuki has let Bevs catch up a little bit. He was around about the 2-second mark behind, but he's now within DRS. So we've now got a top 3 battle once again. But of course Kirsch on those mediums is going to be able to go a lot longer than these guys on the softs. I don't think these softs, I don't think you'd want to be out on them too much longer, maybe a couple more laps at maximum, as Yuki Bear utilises that DRS down the straight and takes back the lead of the Zandvoort Grand Prix. Got position changes as Magic and Techie go head to head. Once again, a bit of a tyre difference between those two, but Magic Shot doing quite well on the mediums, holding out Techie. So the soft tyres might be wearing out, but at this point is Oz Gokhan. What's happened to him? He's gone for a spinner. He was right on the back of that battle we were watching then, but he's gone all the way down to P14, unfortunately. Go back up to JTM, who's right on the back of Mason. Goes down the inside. Can he make that stick? There's a little bit of tyre rub in there. Not quite, as Mason fights back. And he will hold that P6 position. JTM has another look. Shifty Whizzer right behind him, waiting for any kind of mistake to capitalise. And Yuki Bear pits. So the first of the soft runners has pit. Got a 3-car battle down the straight as JTM takes that position now up into P5. So Yuki Bear will come out of the pits in P13. As Oz Gokhan gets a 10-second speeding penalty. His night is not improving. Crossover to Magic Shot. Techie's managed to get past him. But I would imagine we'll probably see Bevs and Techie pit this lap, I reckon. Yuki was the first to blink. Will these two follow suit? Virtual safety car. Well, if the VSC can stay out, this is going to be massive for Bevs and Techie. If they can pit under the VSC, that will save them a stack of time. Yuki Bear will not be happy because there's a really good chance Bevs and Techie are going to jump him. If this VSC can stay out for them, they're going to have to pit. Yep, they're both in. This has worked out perfectly for them. Could not have been better. Oscar Piastri Goat gets a drive-through penalty speeding under VSC. As the VSC has ended. Oscar Piastri Goat has retired in the pits, so has Toppy. Yeah, they've called it a day. look at this side by side between Dito and Bevs. Give us a decent camera angle game. Thank you. Oz Gokhan now goes into the pits to serve that 10-second penalty. Or did he get a drive through as well? Maybe he might have. So the soft runners have pit. We've still got Fish and Mushy Peas still out there on the softs. So they'll be pitting probably this lap, you would think. We've all got medium runners. Dale Beveridge is in a massive position right here. Managing to pit under that VSC, he would have gained a stack of time. Got a battle between Uffenhoof and Rapid Mickey. Like I said earlier, Mickey making his first appearance in Wallaby this season. He's doing quite nicely up in P5. So yeah, the last of the soft runners are in the pits now, and they just get on a fresh set of meds. They are a long way back. So Kirsch now is very quietly managed to get out a 6.5 second lead. Magic Shot in P2, Shifty Whizzer in P3. So Kirsch is looking really good this race as Rapid Mickey makes the move on Uffenhoof down the straight and gets his McLaren. Oh, there's a little bit of love tap there as Beveridge sets the new fastest lap with 11.9. But Mickey now up into 4th, Uffenhoof in P5. I'm interested to see Dito actually, because Dito is the first of the hard runners in P8, so he's in a really good position. He's a little while behind these front runners, but he won't have to pit again. These meds still have to pit. So Kirsch, Magic, Shifty, Uffenhoof all haven't pit yet. This looks like this is the only battle on track so far. Everyone's kind of getting a bit of a gap between each other. There aren't really any close battles other than these two, as Uffenhoof will get the DRS and make that move back again quite easily. We've got a bit of a timing glitch as Shifty Whizzer has just disappeared down into P9 for some reason. What happened to Shifty then? Did he have a whoopsie or some kind of glitch just then? No idea. No idea what just happened. But we'll continue on with Mickey and Uffenhoof. Really the only close-up battle we have. If anyone in the chat wants us to go on a one-lap ride along with any driver of their choice, feel free to redeem some points. And let me know who you want to go on a lap of Zandvoort with. If you've got a mate in the race, if you want to give someone some screen time that hasn't been on tonight, right along with JTM. Have you got enough points, Mr. Fish Legs? We'll get some. Yeah, good man. Alright, well just for that, look, why not? Where is JTM? He's just started a lap. Perfect. Alright, let's go on a one lap ride along with JTM. Just for you, Mr. Fish Legs. Normally you'd have to redeem some points, but I'll be nice. I'm not in comms very often, so why not take advantage of that? Give you a bit of a treat. Arcade Gaming 55, thank you for the follow, my man. Welcome to Wallaby Racing League.
Thank you for your patronage.
Sammy278 as well, thank you for the follow. Welcome both to Wallaby Racing League. I hope you're enjoying the action tonight. Good reminder, if anyone wants to join us, I'll just put the Discord link in the chat. There you go. If you want to join us at Wallaby Racing League, feel free to hit that link. Jump into the Discord, come say hello, chuck in your time trials and we'll see where you fit. And maybe get you a race. Alright, there we go, there's a lap of Zandvoort with JTM. We'll go up to this front battle because we've got a 3-car battle here between Bevs, Mickey and Magic Shot. It's Magic Shot in P2 as Bevs has really gained on Magic. I'm sure he was a few seconds behind, but he's really gathered that up on much fresher tyres, obviously. So taking full advantage of that. Nineteen lap old meds, Kirsch and Magic Shot are on. How far are they going to stretch these meds? Wolfenhofer's pit for softs, which is interesting as the Footman makes the move on Magic Shot up into P2. So we've now got P1 and 2 in the championship, first and second. Dale Beveridge obviously currently leading the championship by 7 points over Kirsch. Kirsch has not yet pit, so Bevs is probably in the better position. Although he's gonna have to, although he's still got what, 15 more laps on those meds, so maybe not. I mean, Bevs will take the lead whenever Kirsch pits, but Kirsch has set himself up for a really good finish on much faster tyres, I'm sure. He might be stretching those meds out to put on the softs a bit later on, as we got yellow flags in Sector 2. Looks like it's an Alpine. Yeah, it was Mason. Mason's had a bit of a cropper there. As Rapid Mickey looks for a bit of a move on Magic Shot. He can't quite get it done as he goes down the inside. And Magic Shot defends that really well, keeps the position. But the fresh tyre runners are starting to come into the races. Uffenhoff sets the new fastest lap of 11.3 on those soft tyres, but Yuki Bear has closed the gap massively, so he's now into this battle. Bevs is out 2.5 seconds ahead of Magic Shot already, so he's made the move on Magic and bolted. Chasing down Kirsch, ahead of him is closing the gap between them. Is Shifty AI? Doesn't look like it. His car is not ghosting, so don't believe so. We'll stick with these three as they come into the main straight. Mickey's going to be a bit of a sitting duck between these two as Magic Shot and Yuki Bear get the position on him. Can Yuki Bear get ahead of Magic? Not quite. Magic will hold it, although Yuki Bear gets around the outside and gets the move done to now up into P3 goes Yuki Bear. 22 lap old tyres from Magic, showing a little bit of wear at the moment. Yeah, I got no idea what jet. He was up there and then all of a sudden disappeared back down the order. I have no idea what happened there. But how long does Magic and Kirsch, for that matter, how long do they stretch these? Meds is Magic. Fortunately, he's had a bit of a spin there, letting Mickey back pass, as obviously these medium tyres are starting to scream as Kirsch pits. Putting on a fresh set of red boots. And Dale Beveridge waves as he drives past him in the pits. Yuki Bear will go past him as well. Magic Shot's in the pits also. So Kirsch will come out in P4. But he's going to have some speed behind him. He's got 12 laps to go on these soft tyres. Magic Shot on the softs also. Might beat Carl around. Yes, he will just, and he'll come out in P9. Got wheel-to-wheel action between Mickey and Kirsch. Kirsch hasn't yet warmed up those tyres. So Mickey makes the move on him up into P3 now. But it's going to be pretty hard to hold Kirsch out for too long. In fact, he's done it already. Kirsch up into P3. So he's only 7 seconds off Bevs at the top. So yeah, this could be a real challenge for Bevs to stay ahead, because Kirsch, on a fresh set of red boots, is going to be rapid. Everyone's pretty spread out again now. A few seconds between each car. As Kirsch sets a purple sector. Showing his speed on those fresh meds, on those fresh softs, I should say. But for anyone that missed it earlier, this is where we stand in the championship. So like I said, Bev's 7-point lead over Kirsch. Really the only two that can challenge for the title. There's a bit of a gap back to the rest. Although P4, the battle for P4 in the championship is a good one. Shifty, Ozgo, and Magic Shot, just 3 points between the three of them. As Kirsch sets a fastest lap with a 10.9. Kirsch now all over Yuki Bear. He's going to have to wait for his, or maybe not, I was going to say he has to wait for his moment on this track, but he's done it already. Through a very tricky section to overtake. That's a great pass from Kirsch. Now up into P2 and will be chasing down Bevs. I was about to say he's 5 seconds, but he's already 4.6. So he's cutting into that lead super fast. So I'd say Kirsch will probably leave Yuki Bear for dead from here. So let's go back into the pack a little bit. There's a bit of a battle going on here between Franz and Shifty Whizzer. Shifty on fresher tyres, but the slower tyre. Let's go on board with Shifty for a little while and just watch this battle. Magic sets a new fastest lap of the race, 10.8. No, Shifty Whizzer will get DRS down the straight and should get this move done pretty easily. He will. So, cheers, Franz. What the? Did everyone else just see that? he made the move on him, and then Franz just teleported back in front. Or have I had too many drinks tonight? I don't know. I don't know anymore. Let's go back up here. Ulfenhof in P7 on the back of Dido. Dido's going to struggle to make any kind of battle with the soft tyres, as Ulfenhof gets that move done pretty easily up into P6 now. Dido still hanging in there. P7 on 24 lap old hards. Another battle with Mickey. Mickey on the back of Techie. 24 lap old meds Mickey is on. He's doing well to be battling with anyone on tyres that old. Let alone looking for a pass. Still another 8 laps to go, so I don't think you'd want to be stretching those meds to the end. Will he come in and put a fresh set of softs on, perhaps? Because those tyres have got to be screaming. I'll tell you what though, it hasn't been long since we went off the battle with Kirsch, and he's already 1.3 seconds outside of Bev, so he's going to be right back on top in no time. We'll go up to him shortly, but we'll just stick with a close battle at the moment. So we go back down to Shifty. Oh, Franz is glitching all over the joint. That's going to make it really hard for Shifty to get a move done. Was there contact there? I think it might have been, but if there was, I'm not blaming Shifty for that at all, because that glitching is insane, as Franz leaves the session as we speak. Alright, let's go back up to the front. Kirsch is already on the back of Bev. Here it is, folks. Here is the battle for the championship. There are still 2 rounds to go, but Kirsch needs to beat Bevs to lock them up going into next week. Here he goes. He makes the move under DRS, and he takes back the lead of the Zandvoort Grand Prix. And as we speak, the championship is locked up. Kirsch and Bevs are on exactly the same points if the race finishes as it stands. Because Bevs currently is by 7 points. First place is 35 points. As Bev makes another move down the inside under DRS, he won't make it stick though. Kirsch keeps the lead, so first place is 35 points, second place is 28 points. So it's 7-point gap, and that's exactly the gap in the championship. So if Kirsch wins and Bevs comes in second, we'll be exactly locked up going into next week. And wouldn't that be spicy? What is next week? Where are we at next week? Let me just have a look at the calendar. Pretty sure it's Austria. Yeah, it is Austria. Austria next week, so fast-paced track. We've got yellows in the back. It looks like it's a Haas. I think think that might have been Shifty. No, it's Dito actually. But like I said, the championship is locked up as we stand, if Kirsch can get this done. But let's go back in the pack a little bit as Uffenhof all over Techie. Uffenhof on 12 lap old softs. They're going to be starting to scream a little bit now with 4 laps to go. Dito's still hanging in there on 28 lap old hards. Hards can go a long time though. So we'll go down the 2 hard runners. JTM now on the back of Dito. It's a bit fresher tyres than Dito, so can JTM... Jeez, I'm almost touching. Almost had a human centipede moment with F1 cars. Go on board with JTM. Up with the red car. Kahoot in chat. Mate, I'm missing... Mate, the one time I get the comms and you pull out of the race. What's going on? I wanted to call the race with you. Never mind. We'll see how your teammate goes. He's doing pretty well in P8 though. And he will get DRS up the main straight. And should get the move done on Dito as Uffenhof and Techie still battling out up ahead. And we'll just watch as JTM gets the move done and moves up into P7. Fastest lap? That is a good question. Who does have the fastest lap? Not that. Lap data? Where is it? Fastest lap, there we go. Magic Shot has the fastest lap with a 10.88. Franz, do I have you in my list? Yep. There you go, there's an invite, my man. If you can get back in and finish. So yeah, Magic Shot has the fastest lap, so it will be locked. Championship will be locked if we stay this way. Kirsch or Bevs will be getting fastest lap from here on these tyres. Some positional switches back here as Mushy Peas gets a 3-second time penalty. Only 2 cars with penalties. Ozgokan's got 10 seconds. Mushy Peas just has to hang in there to get that position off Ozgokan. I'm not sure if Ozgokan can get that taken off later on. Not sure. We might find out in Stewards a bit later.
Thank you for your patronage.
Alright, so we're on the second last lap. Looks like Kirsch has this wrapped up. Dale Bevs has fallen, yeah, about 5 seconds back. Not really challenging him now on those meds. So we'll go over to Techie, right behind Uffenhof. The closest battle we've got on track at the moment. Sandveg25, thank you for the follow. I hope I said that right. Welcome to Wallaby Racing League, my man, or my lady. Thank you for the follow. We really appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the action on track tonight, as we are now on the fastest lap, last lap, we should say. Making it tough for Techie to make the move. Not sure if he moved too many times there or not. But Kirsch looks like he's going to take out the Zandvoort Grand Prix. And we'll lock the championship up going into Austria next week. The second last round of the season, before we finish in Japan in the last round. Alright, let's go on this final corner with Kirsch. As he comes onto the main straight for the final time tonight. He's happy about it too, look at him. And he takes the Zandvoort victory. Dale Beveridge in P2. Yuki Bear takes P3, a final place on the podium. He's pretty happy about it too. Nice little wiggle across the line. Got a battle between Uffenhoff. Can Techie get him on the line? Not quite. Uffenhoff will take P4. A great result for him. Techie in P5. Magic Shot P6. Sorry, I couldn't bring you get your win tonight, Magic, but well done. JTM takes P7. Dino P8. Great race from him. Mickey just behind him, P9. Solid debut for the season from Mickey. Carl Finitzer will round out your top 10 for the Zandvoort Grand Prix. Shifty Wizard gets a 3-second penalty on the last lap, unfortunately. But he'll cross in P11, but Formula Fish will get him. So Formula Fish takes P11. Shifty in P12. Oz Gokhan. Well, Mushy Peas will get him because of that 10-second penalty. So there we have it. Uffenhoff takes driver of the day. Well deserved. Great race from the Uff man. Could possibly be his best result for the season, if I'm not mistaken. But there we go. There's your podium. Merc on top. Red Bull taking P3 and a Kick Sauber P3. So there are your final results. We'll just get the screenshots. Magic Shot gets the fastest lap.